Hey Hustle Culture fans, welcome back to another exciting episode. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of the internet, a realm that has revolutionized the way we live, work, and play. Specifically, we'll be exploring the evolution of the World Wide Web, a journey that has transformed our digital landscape. You know, that thing you use to watch cat videos, connect with friends, and share countless memes. And maybe even learn a thing or two? The internet is a treasure trove of knowledge and entertainment. The web, as we know it, has gone through some major transformations since its inception, evolving in ways that were once unimaginable. From its humble beginnings as a platform for sharing information, it has grown exponentially. It has evolved into a dynamic and interactive space where people connect, create, and collaborate on a global scale, and even earn a living. The internet has opened up new avenues for entrepreneurship and creativity. It's kind of like how single-celled organisms eventually became, well, us. The web's evolution mirrors the complexity of life itself. This journey from simple to complex can be broadly categorized into three phases: Web 1.0, then Web 2.0, and now Web 3.0. And the one we're currently experiencing, Web 3.0, is perhaps the most transformative yet. Each phase has its own unique characteristics, opportunities, and challenges, shaping the way we interact with the digital world. Understanding these phases is key to unlocking the full potential of the internet and harnessing its power for future innovations. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a wild ride through the history of the web. Get ready to explore the past, present, and future of this constantly evolving universe. Imagine a world without Google Maps, YouTube, or even Facebook. That's essentially what the web was like in its infancy, back in the early 1990s. This era, known as Web 1.0, was all about accessing information. Think of it as a giant digital library where you could browse static web pages filled with text and maybe a few images. The main purpose of Web 1.0 was to make information accessible to anyone with an internet connection. This was a huge leap forward, as it democratized knowledge and connected people across geographical boundaries. Remember dial-up modems and that iconic AOL sound? Yeah, those were the good old days, or not. However, Web 1.0 had its limitations. The ability to interact with this information was pretty limited. You could read it, sure, but you couldn't really do much else. It was like looking through a shop window. You could see the goods, but you couldn't touch them or try them on. The web was a static place, a one-way street where information flowed to you, but your ability to respond or engage was minimal. Websites were simple, often just text and images, with no videos or interactive elements. It was a time of discovery, but also of patience, as pages loaded slowly over dial-up connections. Despite these limitations, Web 1.0 laid the foundation for the dynamic, interactive web we know today. It was the first step on the journey to the Information Superhighway. Fast forward to the early 2000s and bam! The web got a serious makeover with Web 2.0. This era ushered in the rise of social media platforms, blogs, wikis, and all things interactive. Suddenly, the internet wasn't just about passively consuming information, it was about creating and sharing it with the world. Remember MySpace? How about the early days of Facebook? These platforms became the digital hangouts where we could connect with friends, share our thoughts, and even become mini celebrities through blogging and vlogging. This was the era of user-generated content, where the line between content creators and consumers became increasingly blurred. Web 2.0 was all about collaboration and community. It empowered individuals to find their voice online and connect with like-minded people across the globe. But it also came with its own set of challenges. Remember all those privacy concerns and the rise of data mining? Yeah, those were the downsides of this newfound interconnectedness. Section 4, From Read and Write to Read, Write, and Own. Web 3.0 emerges. So here we are in 2025, living in the exciting era of Web 3.0. This new phase of the internet is transforming how we interact with the digital world. This new iteration of the web is all about decentralization, ownership, and empowering users like never before. It's a shift from centralized control to a more distributed and user-centric model. Remember how Web 2.0 gave us the power to create and share? It was a revolution in its own right, allowing us to connect and collaborate on a global scale. Well, Web 3.0 takes it a step further by giving us ownership of our digital assets and data. Imagine having true control over your online identity and the content you create. This is where things get really interesting. The possibilities are endless, from new business models to innovative ways of interacting with technology. Web 3.0 is built on blockchain technology, the same tech behind cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. This foundation ensures transparency and security in every transaction. This means that instead of our data being stored on central servers controlled by giant corporations, it can be distributed across a network of computers. This decentralization reduces the risk of data breaches and gives users more control. Think of it like a giant, secure, and transparent digital ledger that everyone can access. Every transaction is recorded and verified, making it nearly impossible to tamper with. But what does this all mean for the average person? How will it impact our daily lives and the way we use the internet? Well, for starters, it means more control over your data and privacy. You decide who gets access to your information and how it's used. It also opens up a whole new world of possibilities when it comes to online earning and participation in the digital economy. From freelancers to content creators, everyone stands to benefit from this new digital landscape. Section 5. New opportunities, new income, Web 3.0, and you. One of the most exciting aspects of Web 3.0 is the potential for ordinary people to earn money online in new and innovative ways. Remember how Web 2.0 gave rise to influencers and YouTubers? Well, Web 3.0 takes it a step further by allowing anyone to monetize their skills and creativity through decentralized platforms. Imagine getting paid in cryptocurrency for contributing to online communities, creating and selling digital art as NFTs, or even participating in play-to-earn games. These are just a few examples of the many ways people are already earning income in the Web 3.0 landscape. The beauty of Web 3.0 is that it cuts out the middleman. You no longer need to rely on centralized platforms like YouTube or Instagram to earn money from your content or skills. You can connect directly with your audience and get rewarded for your contributions. Section 6. The challenges of a decentralized web. While the potential of Web 3.0 is undeniable, it's important to acknowledge the challenges that come with this new frontier. Decentralization, while empowering, can also lead to issues with regulation and security. One of the biggest challenges is ensuring that this new digital landscape is safe and accessible for everyone. With great power comes great responsibility, and it's crucial that we develop ethical frameworks and guidelines for this new era of the web. Another challenge is educating people about the complexities of blockchain technology and empowering them to participate in this new digital economy. Just like learning to use the internet back in the Web 1.0 days, there's a learning curve associated with understanding and navigating the world of Web 3.0. Section 7. The future of the web, a world of possibilities. So, what does the future hold for the web? As with any technological evolution, it's difficult to predict with certainty. However, one thing is clear: the web is constantly evolving, and Web 3.0 is just the beginning of a new chapter in the internet's remarkable journey. As we move towards a more decentralized and user-centric web, the possibilities are endless. From immersive virtual worlds in the metaverse to AI-powered assistants and personalized online experiences, the future of the web is brimming with exciting possibilities. The key is to approach this new frontier with curiosity, a willingness to learn, and a commitment to building a more equitable and accessible digital future for everyone. And who knows, maybe you'll be one of the pioneers shaping the next generation of the web.